passion, creativity, fellowship, and friends. The perfect mix.
PC House Production.
The Common Chef is proud to introduce Easy Ponics, North Central Florida's leading expert in aquaponic design and production, abundance on demand. In this episode, the Common Chef teams up with Easy Ponics to develop our own aquaponics system. This system will provide us with fresh, organic, pesticide-free, and delicious fruits and vegetables and fish anytime we want. Visit easyponics.com for more information. Catch a fish, eat for one day. Learn how to fish, eat for a lifetime. Build an Easy Ponics system and feed the whole village and the dog too. Aquaponics is an incredibly honed balance of nature, a symbiotic relationship between fish and plants. It is an ancient concept, but in modern times, science has perfected this balance, and Easy Ponics has engineered the perfect system. Fish live in a tank and provide nutrients to the grow beds full of rocks. These beds flood, then drain to a reservoir. The water is filtered via grow bed media, and this filtered water is then pumped back into the fish tank. Meanwhile, you grow incredible vegetables and fruits. It is a closed-loop system, so water conservation is incredible.
We three common chefs set out on the adventure of 2 weekends. Armed with plenty of porta shots, power tools, and slightly above average wit, we managed to build 64 cubic square feet of grow bed space, all for our favorite vegetables and fruits. We also added 125 tilapia fish that will mature in roughly 7 months. We dug holes, hammered nails, painted and finished. But most of all, we drank. A lot. In celebration of this monumental occasion, we chefs decided to cook tilapia 3 ways.
Deliciously breaded and deep-fried tilapia over crisp romaine lettuce and spinach, topped with red peppers, tomatoes, Gouda cheese, bacon, organic granola crunch, and sweet vinaigrette dressing.
A traditional Mexican fish stew using potatoes, corn, fresh squeezed lime, tomatoes, quartered tilapia fillets. This soup came together nice and slow, but the end results were anything but typical. It was hearty and delicious.
The main course had all kinds of fresh veggies from the Ocala farm market. Exotic garlic, delicious peppers, jalapenos, asparagus, squash, and giant Gulf-caught shrimp, all sauteed together in a Cabernet Sauvignon wine reduction spaghetti sauce. Then we blackened tilapia to perfection and pan-fried it to go over homemade wheat pasta and topped that with the red wine sauce. Shazam! All right here, right now, on The Common Chef, Ocala Style Magazine. You'll find great stories, great food ideas, and great information about Ocala. Ocala Style Magazine, real Ocala, real people. From a bright white smile to advanced dental procedures, Doc G is the one to call. He is also a huge supporter of Operation Shoebox, which we at The Common Chef love. Here we are on the land again, and you're never gonna believe what we're doing today.
I will believe it.
We are actually gonna build an aquaponics farm. Why? Because we love to cook fresh food.
Yes.
And it doesn't get any more organic than an aquaponic farm. Wait till you see this thing come together. We got like a 250-gallon fish tank. We're gonna stock with 100 tilapia.
And we're going to build 4 grow beds to grow the freshest vegetables that you've ever had. I can see some tomatoes and some lettuce.
Corn!
Corn!
Strawberries! All kinds of beautiful fresh fruit and vegetables.
Yeah.
This must have been like the guy that engineered the Egyptian
Pyramids?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that thing that they built over
What is
Egypt.
that big thing?
Yeah.
Dude, I just want to be the one sitting back telling everybody else what to do.
Not a slave.
Not it!
So the guy that invented that actually came up with the drawings, the architect for the pyramids, I bet he felt the way that we feel right now.
Right.
I just got to say that somebody came up with this killer schematic. I mean, you don't know how professional that we got for this project right here.
Quite a visual mathematician.
Visual mathematician.
We need a visual mathematician.
Yes,
and
a real mathematician would be okay hanging around as well.
It wouldn't be bad.
But, you know, we'll take what we can get.
We're going to put 100 tilapia in there, and in about 7 months, we'll be able to start harvesting fresh fish, and we're going to be eating fresh fruits and vegetables the whole time as the system continues to prosper and grow and enrich itself. So it's all going to be very exciting.
I guess the big thing to say is stage 1.
This is the first
Stage.
That is so weird. Dude, we should patent that.
Yes.
From now on, anybody who starts with stage 1 has to pay us $5.
Okay.
Dude, I like that. What if they
Stage 5.
That's disastrous.
See, then they're going to ruin everything.
They're going to ruin everything.
All right, so time to get some alcohol first, right?
First
Check.
tool.
Done.
First tool.
Oh, we've already started.
Before you move with any heavy
10 o'clock
equipment,
in the morning.
before you cut with any power tool, you got to get drunk.
Hey, watch this. Hold my
God.
beer. All right.
All right, remember to check us out on America's Home Videos
Did
videos
you
too.
just
As
pull
we
earwax out of your ear on camera and roll it into a little ball?
That's awesome.
An eyelash.
Do you need a Q-tip or something?
No, I mean, but if we're going that route,
If you're doling out Q-tips.
you know. What? As soon as someone tells me where to cut, I'm going to use this old school spiral cut saw. We're going to cut a section of the top off of the fish tank.
We are having so much fun out here and making loads of progress. Come here, let's look at something. This is going to be our tank where we're going to hold, we're guessing probably about 100 tilapia in this tank. It's a 275-gallon tank, but we're only going to fill it up to about 250 gallons to give plenty of room in there. We've cut the top out of this tank right here so we can get in and harvest our tilapia and feed them and everything else. And because we're doing a gravity-fed system here, that's one of our tilapia right there.
It's pretty tall. How tall
Because we're doing a gravity-fed system, we had to level it up or bring it up a little bit and get it all leveled off with these blocks. Because there's another cool thing. Come back over here, don't go away. If you look right in here, it's one of our most valuable engineering feats. That is a shower drain. And what that grate is going to stop all the fish from being sucked in, because as we said, it's going to be gravity fed. And that hole is going to go down to where our grow beds are. Come on, let's go look at the other side.
I did the cutting.
Here's the other side. It's sealed with a gasket, because those two
Double
pieces just
gasket.
came together. And this is going to be where our 2-inch pipe is going to come out this way, and this is going to be where our grow beds are going to start. Right here.
Phase 2. All right, what we're going to do now is, as you can see, we've completed getting our fixture into our fish tank. Chris is digging the holes for the posts for the grow beds. The first bed's going to have to come about 3 feet away from the tank. We're going to have our pipe, which is going to reduce down to a 1-inch pipe, which is going to give us the force we need. And then we're going to have our series of beds going along the fence line here. And then we'll have some piping, which will, since we've reduced the water down, that'll give us the force for the water to kind of come out and fill up the grow beds and everything too.
What we have here is some serious business going on. We are almost complete with stage 1 of stage 2. Basically, we have to build 4 of these grow beds. We've stabilized and leveled the legs, put the base on. Now we're going to put the sides on. We have to do some cutting for those sides, but it's coming along very nicely. Can anybody hear me? You like jamming out to some Journey?
Journey was my first favorite band. I actually got beaten with a hubcap one time because of a Journey t-shirt. Serving over 19,000 households along both the 200 corridor and South 441 301, SAPP Cable Advertising offers some very affordable solutions to get your message out with a targeted effort. Contact the Common Chef for sponsorship and marketing bundles on SAPP Cable Advertising. With over 1.4 million page views a month, Ocala for Sale has all the online traffic you'll need to buy or sell your goods or services. From real estate to a new boat grill, you've got it all at your fingertips.
We have 4 4x4 grow beds, basically 16 cubic feet of grow space per bed, and we're gonna start the plumbing, right?
Yeah.
And we have a tarp here because it was raining, but we forged through the rain, did we not?
We forged
through it.
Man!
That's what you got to do in hard times like this.
Yes, the zombie apocalypse. If there is a zombie apocalypse, I think we passed the test. Am I wrong?
Not only that, but the dogs performed wonderfully. We're starting to see where they file into the ranks and who is going to be
the dog fodder.
The dog fodder. Not the dog fodder.
I'm gonna make you enough you can refuse.
I'm gonna go get that zombie.
Real quick, what we did when you look at the beds, we liquid nailed the sides down. We built our supports underneath. We put some reinforcement on the supports. Then we went back, siliconed all the cracks and crevices to make sure they got a nice watertight seal. How do we know that it was watertight? Well, a little bit of that rain got in there in the beginning, and we saw that it didn't leak, so we know that we did the sealing.
However, the silicone watertight seal is only a backup for the backup. That's just making sure
there's
that
the polyurethane and the lining. We're at stage
3.572-A.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
That's about right. Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. 375-2A.
2A.
If you'd like to do an episode with The Common Chef, visit us at thecommonchef.com.
Here at Shady Acres Farms, all our tenants spend all day doing crafts.
As the plumbing came together, we added our own grow media, a combination of clay pellets, lava rock, and pea gravel. We painted it, finished it, and added worms for filtering and vermiculture. Then we added 125 tilapia fingerlings.
The only thing it takes to power this whole system is that pump. That pump is using about 100 watts. So what we're going to do is we're going to hook solar power up to that pump, and this whole system will be off the grid. All the bell siphons, everything is all about pressure and whatnot. So we don't have any kind of power except for this pump. Once we it puts enough force in there, enough, when it hits that water, that it's aerating the water. We don't even have to put an aerator in. So there's plenty of oxygen for the fish, off the grid. This is the type of thing for all those doomsday type preppers out there. You can set something like this up and grow tons of food, tons of protein, and if at the very least you can save a ton of cash at the grocery store and have organic vegetables and fruit and fish in the process. We're even going to put freshwater mussels and shrimp in our tank, so we have all these things at our disposal. Pretty exciting. Cannot wait to get it going. Cannot wait to show you the progress of our fruit. For over 2 decades, Sunshine Air Conditioning has been delivering services so good you'll actually tell your friends about it. They've won the prestigious President's Award from Carrier 3 years in a row. For all your heating and air needs, visit sunshineac.com.
Porter Shots comes in a sealed bag. And now I'm going to show you how we serve the pouch.
So here we are at the Ocala Farm Market, and of course we have our Sunshine Air Conditioning shopping bags, as well as our Porta Shots visor here on Chris.
Which this visor is doing such a good job keeping all the sun out of my face. I just want to say thank you to Porta Shots for everything.
It's gonna come in handy a little later when we're cooking.
Makes your hair look good too.
Yes, it does.
And a Common Chef t-shirt, which you can get at thecommonchef.com.
Did you know
What?
that an armadillo on average will sleep 18 and a half hours a day?
Okay, well fine. Did you know that when you are diving, that you cannot pass gas when you go 33 feet down?
Did you know that I'll never go diving with PC?
Since we've started with the Ocala Farm Market, it's become more and more of a joy to get to know the vendors. We've become old friends with many of them. They are a group of people who love what they do, and we truly appreciate this eclectic gang of farmers and artisans. It's not just the fresh organic produce or the unique herbs and other types of odds and ends that we find here. It's the people that sell, the people that shop. No matter how you break it down, Saturday mornings on the square are fabulous. Heirloom type of tomatoes, vegetables, those types of things, I think are very important for what we're doing, because you can just take and for those of you that don't know, that's the stuff you can regrow, because all the stuff you buy from the store, they spray stuff on it so you can't plant it, including potatoes, those types of things. But you get heirloom plants, heirloom seeds, you can actually plant the seeds and regrow it, which I think is going to be really important for our aquaponics system. Don't you?
Yeah. That's why I want her on my team, yo. That's why I want her on my team. She already thinking. Well, good. Nice to see you.
You too.
Have a good weekend.
All right, see you later.
Hey, did you know that eggplant is actually a berry?
That does not look like a berry, my friend.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'm gonna take. These are awesome peppers.
And I'm gonna need 6 limes.
Take the whole damn thing.
There we go. That's
How's
what
that?
I like.
He knows I take care
I
of
need one
him.
whole damn thing of it.
That's it.
I need a whole damn thing of lemons.
You got that too.
I need a whole damn thing of spinach. So what do we have here?
Well, our family makes handmade Polish food products, and we specialize in handmade pierogies. And they come frozen, packaged by the dozen like this. This is a dozen of sauerkraut mushrooms, which is a really hot seller. We also have potato farmer cheese, and we have 15 different varieties that we make. And we have Golumki, is our stuffed cabbage rolls with beef and pork and rice, and 2 types of cheese and tomato sauce. We have kapusta. It's a traditional Polish cabbage soup with potato and onion and bacon and kielbasa and carrot and chicken stock, garlic.
We're getting hooked up with some cheddar bacon pierogies.
And this is Chris's first time. He's a pierogi virgin.
Good golly, Miss Molly, look at all that food. This market continues to grow and add new incredible vendors all the time. Don't forget to come down to the square on Saturdays between 8 and 1, or you'll miss out on all the bountiful plenty.
Ocala Style Magazine. You'll find great stories, great food ideas, and great information about Ocala. Ocala Style Magazine. Real Ocala, real people.
Cool off in the sunshine.
For over 2 decades, Sunshine Air Conditioning has been delivering services so good you'll actually tell your friends about it. They've won the prestigious President's Award from Carrier 3 years in a row. For all your heating and air needs, visit sunshineac.com. Welcome to the 10th episode of The Common Chef.
I can't believe that we finally made it to double digits.
I can believe it, and you know what? This is an extraordinary show because we have spent the last 2 weeks, and we are pretty tuckered out, right?
Yeah.
We're tired.
I'm
We spent the last
exhausted.
2 weeks building an aquaponics farm. We have 125 tilapia fish in that fish tank, and that fish waste is feeding this garden behind us. So we've been working hard. I think that our sciences are just about right. We have a few more things that we need to do, which we'll go over. But in the meantime, we're gonna have a little celebration dinner tonight, have some guests over, and we're gonna make tilapia 3 ways. Each of us are doing a tilapia dish, and it so turns out that it's gonna work in order. You're doing a salad, Alex is doing a soup, and I'm doing kind of a main course type of a dish. So I'm excited about what we're doing here. Also, we're feeling kind of toasty.
After a hard day's work, there's nothing better than to cool down with a nice porta shot.
Right. Well, that's what it is. Porta Shots has been gracious enough to provide us with some libations, and we are partaking.
partaking like it was our job.
Excessively.
It kind of is our job, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
God
Which
bless
is
America.
cool.
I originally wanted to try and do a fusion of some Indian mulligatawny soup and see if I could incorporate the tilapia to that. But due to time constraints, and again with all the hard work we did getting ready with the beds, I decided that I'm just going to go strictly with a good Mexican fish stew. We're going to use a lot of cilantro, some lime, some corn, and we're going to have that boiled together with some potatoes. It's going to be a great, you know, mid-meal meal.
I am going to do a classic. I'm going to do some nice fried tilapia, except I'm going to kick it up with a health food kick and serve it over atop of some spinach and romaine greens. Of course, some great Gouda cheese that I found today at the Ocala farm market. I'm also going to cook up some bacon to put on there.
What?
And
Bacon?
Bacon, I know.
You
That's
said
absurd.
healthy. That's what we
you know,
consider healthy, personally.
You know, I think that if everybody had just a little bit of bacon every day, we wouldn't have all those problems in the Middle East.
That's true. It is meat candy.
And I'm going to pan fry some tilapia fillets, and then I'm going to create a spaghetti sauce out of red wine, lemon juice, and soy with some seasonings, and serve it over pasta.
Wow. As the soothing sounds of the newly established Easyponics Oasis continue to grow our future crops, we went in and sacrificed 12 pounds of our tilapia's brethren to make a meal fit for a pharaoh, or even his slaves. Let my people go. Now what we have here are two different types of peppers. Both of them, surprisingly enough, are red. I've got a sweet red bell pepper, and then I've got a red jalapeno that's been hollowed out. So all the hot stuff has been taken out, but it's going to give us that nice jalapeno flavor. I like the red. It's going to go along with the tomatoes as well. It's going to look really, really sharp on top of this bed of greens that we've got going here. Now this bread has come out of the oven. It's a little bit overdone for what you'd want to do if you were serving it as just regular bread, but it's just perfect to crumble up and make into a breading. Now I'm actually going to take that and mix it in with some flour, maybe even a little bit of cornmeal to keep true to my southern roots when frying fish. Putting in some dark brown sugar. The bacon is just about all cooked. So right now I'm going to put this on. It's going to make it really sweet and give it a nice, nice caramelization action. Nice and crispy. This is the tilapia salad. We have a spinach and romaine lettuce base. We've got two different types of pepper, sweet red and the red jalapeno. We've got some red onions in there. Some of this wonderful bacon from Stella's Modern Pantry, and the goodest Gouda cheese that we could find. Of course, with some
That is phenomenal.
tilapia,
That's phenomenal.
tilapia breaded with the tomato basil bread that we got from the.
Is there a piece of tilapia for me to eat right now?
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Okay. But I'm going to go take this first salad to my mom.
With over 1.4 million page views a month, Ocala for Sale has all the online traffic you'll need to buy or sell your goods or services. From real estate to a new boat grill, you've got it all at your fingertips.
Now it's time to get that onion that we put into the freezer just a little while ago. It's had plenty of time to cool down. Oh yeah, it feels nice and chilled. And again, this is going to prevent any of those vapors from getting in our eyes and causing us to cry.
We used a lot of traditional ingredients in authentic Mexican dishes, including cilantro and fresh squeezed lime. The soup had a layered texture, so it took a few hours to come to fruition. As each aspect of the dish was implemented, it really was a beautiful process all the way through.
The second to last step in getting our soup ready, we got our potatoes, our 2 cans of tomatoes, thyme, onion, a little bit of red pepper, some hot red pepper powder, some cilantro, not a lot. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take that tilapia that I cut up in 4 ways and had been soaking in the lime juice for a good half hour. Now we're going to take that and we're going to put it into the sauce and we're going to spoon the broth over top of the tilapia, cooking it.
The prep work on the main course kept us busy for some time. Lots of fixins, from asparagus to Argentinian garlic, and of course some spicy jalapenos to boot. The blackening seasoning was out of this world, and the pan-fried tilapia was the perfect meat in a red wine spaghetti pasta we made. Getting ready to make our spaghetti sauce out of a red wine. Now, basically I've got some nice hot olive oil here. I'm going to start off with the garlic, and some onions, some nice red onions from the Ocala farm market. We've got some whole wheat pasta that is rolling over here from the Ocala farm market, homemade whole wheat pasta. We got some tomatoes going in here. So I love cooking with organic vegetables, especially while I'm drinking porta shots. It seems like I'm more of a superstar when I do such things. But basically we want to cream up these onions. Now we're going to throw in some of the hard vegetables that are going to take a little time to cook down. Have that in. Some asparagus, squash, once the veggies start to soften up, add a healthy dose of red wine, some soy, and freshly squeezed lemon and orange juice along with a little honey. Let this soften up. Now, the red wine, the Cabernet Sauvignon that I put in here, is going to have a little bit of a bitter taste. So to counteract that, and that's the one thing I love about cooking is the balance. I'm going to go ahead and throw in a little bit of honey.
It takes 2 or 3 hours, yeah.
Tangy. Throw the shrimp in now. The last part is just to throw the shrimp in to finish it off. The shrimp does not take long to cook at all. So to cap it off, we have some red wine, some soy sauce, we've got some seasoning, we've got some lemon and orange juice, freshly squeezed by the way. We've got asparagus, we've got red peppers, we've got squash, we've got some red jalapenos, we've got diced tomatoes, freshly diced tomatoes, now a little bit of shrimp, some honey, some sugar. On the first day of our easyponics system, we had planted baby plantlings for the filming of this episode. The beds were flushing nicely, and we anxiously await the harvest to come. Visit easyponics.com for updates on how this farm is coming along. In just 1 week, we saw these plants more than double in size. The tremendous growth was inspiring. If you want one of these systems for your home or organization, contact us at easyponics.com.